Hey guys, check this out.
I am Danny Java. Greased coffee is my daily fuel.
Here we go. So this concept was actually based on a very old design I made in Midjourney a couple years ago. So the whole concept was to create a comic book based on some of our signature coffee. And we started looking, into like Marvel comic styles and things like that. This has been built actually into Midjourney. These are some recent fun stuff I tried to do just to figure out the character that I will bring back after in the main video. I did a lot of tests here and there. But actually, the goal here is to show you what you can do in Weavy. Weavy is my ultimate tool now that I'm using, and it's crazy. So check this out. We're going to Wavy, and this is using actually like VO 3.1. But if I show you how it looks like, how I came to that, this is the whole process here. So you can see there has been like a lot of work, and it's a node system actually. You start with your IDs and you work on it. So if we start with what I've started actually at first is so using like the original image, I created also a vintage sign I can see here on the website, but this was the principal ID. So I started like using the files that comes like from Midjourney and as well from the design we made originally for the middle sign. And I started like iterating on some style here using Gemini Nano Bandana and other models. The reason why is using multiple models is great is you can test at multiple times what their strength, and how they react to different prompt and how fast they will react to different prompt. And sometimes, Nano Banana is great, though is great thing, but there's like some things going on and it is not able like to reflect exactly very fast what you are looking for. So you need to test the different kind of models instead of spending too much time into prompting. And that's actually what I did is I started with IDs, prompting like very simple prompts, not very detailed, and testing things. There was things that I like, other things that I didn't like. Then like tried on models, like you can see some models that didn't work at all from the same prompt. There's also things. One thing that is great here is they have a prompt enhancer inside Weavy, but actually it's very easy. It's a LLM with a system prompt inside that is recreating or using the words from the previous prompt and retranslating that in something that the models will understand. But sometimes it just doesn't work because it's not handled for the proper model. So it's always good to double check when you write your prompts to make sure it is tied to, let's say, a Flux, egg field model, or Nano Bandana or GPT. So I tried like a bunch of stuff here, and from one to the other, sometimes it was like totally random until I find this guy was representing a bit like the shape of the jaw, the hair, and everything I liked from the original character. It was very similar. So I got that, and then I reprompted to have some sort of skull face makeup, and got two IDs there. It was looking good. And then I asked Seed Dream version 4, very good model as well, to get me some more realism there. Like you can see, also I've did like some tests on GPT and GPT edit image. Great model as well, but can be used in different situation. And I will come back with another video on that and why sometimes it's good to use like this kind of model. So now we're moving to realism, and then I've decided also to use Mystic to upscale it. So I had like a very good photographic style cinematic effect as well, and get also back to Seed Dream to get a full body. Now, one thing that is great with that is you can add like different kind of, wear or object to a picture. And sometimes when you have like some white backgrounds or any kind of colors, you need to remove that background fast. And there's a module called Braya. This is another model, like it's inside here, inside the Weavy, and it will remove automatically the background. And once this is done, we start putting some clothes on our model. And I had to do a lot of tests, and finally I was able to get the perfecto right in properly. You see here, like I got it here with Dream, and it didn't respect actually the original Perfecto, while on Nano Bandana did a very good job. Then I needed like to switch his angle because I didn't like so much the angle that we had. It's a great shot, could be used, for another sequence, but on that purpose, I would like someone, the guy in front. I use like Quen Edit Multi-Angle. So this is a new model, very cool. You can change actually from any kind of angles. Could be a character, could be house, could be object, could be anything. It's very cool. And then the next thing is I have like this very cool black skull mug that we sell on Godfighter, and I wanted him to handle it. Now it was not easy. I had like some weird stuff from Nano Bandana, and for a reason, Nano Bandana was always like shifting the size, putting handles, keeping ends. I don't know why. It was like just weird. Sea Dream was sticky, but was changing as well the shape, adding like other skull thing here. I don't know why is that. And then I tried like other stuff, the other things, because I was wondering if it was an issue with the image, if there was something missing. So I decided like to use that and try 3D models. So actually like this model on Yuan is converting images, and you can put multiple images and it will convert it into a 3D object. And there's different models. There's 2 models actually from Yuan available. And then there's Rodin as well, and Trellis. So I tried like both of, all of those 4. Finally didn't do what I wanted. Nano Banana again, like leaving a hand there. It was not handling like the mug by the handle. So I said, okay, let me try something else. I was able like to go back and Sea Dream, and Sea Dream did it again, not the right shape. So I had to test other models. That's where I used what we call a router here and started like testing different kind again of models from Reef, from Flux Context, from a Quen Image Edit Plus. And finally, it happened that Quen Image was very good. It did a good job actually for what I wanted. So next step was to upscale it, to put like more realism here. And we can even like scale it up. This will scale up like at 4K. I would like to test other thing like for fun at the same time. I didn't do very good, so still need to work on that. I wanted like to have like baseball bat with nails that he's handling on the other end. So I'm gonna work on that probably later, but this is something I wanted to do. You can see here like I did like a couple of tests. Like this one is good. Actually, I don't know why this didn't went well. Yeah, so there's like a couple good there. And then that's where I started like working on the video. So sending that image to VO 3.1. And when I played on VO 3.1, look at this. It was, listen to that.
I am Danny Java. Grease coffee is my daily fuel. Bold pace, strong kick. Pure Goth Rider power.
Okay, that's great. But the problem is it was still talking while he was drinking his coffee. That didn't work out. I decided, you know what, maybe I can probably extract the frame where he's just before you start drinking and see what I can do in terms of generating a new video from that. So I went there. It started like from that exact frame, and
I am Danny Java. Grease coffee is my daily fuel.
So now the problem is it was starting from the beginning, but at that frame. So I had to redo a full prompt, and telling him actually that I don't want him to talk while he's drinking. But actually, there's other thing I did here because I tried like to concatenate both of them because I wanted to have like the same voice. The problem is when you're doing 2 videos, one after the other in VO, it won't keep the same voice. So you need to extract that voice and send that to a voice changer like 11 Labs. So like that, you're sure the voice is the same. So like, you can hear the original voice here.
I am Danny Java. Grease coffee is my daily fuel. Bold pace, strong kick. Pure Goth Rider power. I am Danny Java. Grease coffee.
So the voice is quite similar. It's not exactly the same power. I try like for fun. It's probably not the best yet. But you can use like voice changer from 11 Lab. It's gonna keep like the information there, and you're gonna be able like to change the voice, the whole voice, so it sounds exactly the same.
Goth Rider power. I am Danny Java.
Greased coffee is my daily fuel.
So this guy has a British voice. I mean, I just did that like for fun very fast. But the cool thing here is once you get the whole voice, let's say, and everything, you can bring back the video and match the voice directly here. This is a great
I am
thing.
Danny Java. Greased coffee is my daily fuel. Bold taste, strong kick, pure goth rider power. I am Danny Java. Greased coffee is my daily fuel.
There we go. So you can see what we can do globally from the image and how complex it can be. And that took probably over like more than an hour to build. It's cool because you can test, like I've said, a lot of stuff. You can modify a lot of stuff. You can come back, do tweaks. Like I've said, some of my preferred tool are the router because you can, now I have a lot of spaghettis here, but I could like simplify the whole thing with just the routers here. But it's great, very helpful compared to what I had to do before. I was going to replicate manually and I was doing each of those steps manually. Now, I mean, with the node system, and I know there's a bunch of new node system out there. It's very cool. I will talk more about Weavy and why I prefer that platform over all the others so far. I've tested most of them, I can tell you. And this one comes at the top, even if some latest one seems to be wow, I can tell you this one's still the king right now. Okay, talk to you soon, guys.